Hello and welcome to another episode of E Electric Productions. I'm Jay. Today we're going to be taking a look at Raid World War II. Now Raid World War II is made by Lion Game Lion, if I'm not mistaken, and it's being published by Starbreeze Studios. This game is getting a lot of parallels drawn to Payday 2 mostly, and Payday 2 was actually made by Overkill, which was part of Starbreeze Studios, and published by 505 Games, if I'm not mistaken. So, while these games have a lot of similarities, and they are tied together through Starbreeze, they are very different games, and it sounds like, or at least looks like, they're made by different people. So, as we go through the game here, I'm just going to hop in offline. You'll see a lot of tie-ins to Payday 2 and a lot of similarities. But just know that they are different. And right off the bat, one of the things that I want to point out is, and I'm not going to harp on this very much, but the graphics in this game are behind the times. I think that's the nicest way to say it. They're a little behind the times. This that we're in right now, I've completed the tutorial in the game, and this is our base camp. This bombed out building. Here you can select missions. If you're online, here you connect with other people. Once you get cards in the game that you can utilize to help deck out your character, no pun intended. This bench is used for cards. This is for selecting your characters and their outfits. And then over here you've got your weapon customization and the add-ons, very Payday 2-esque. And then proficiencies is different unlocks you can get for your different characters. So I'm playing as the American Insurgent right now. I also played as the German... Oh boy. Let's look at all... I guess I was using the M1. So the German Assault character. Okay, so yeah. The graphics are a little dated. That's really putting it nicely. They're fairly dated. They're kind of rough here. There's three different levels. We've got Odin's Fall, where you gotta get in. You've got to override some gas regulators and then explode this huge building. Hunters is a search and destroy. You've got to go to 3 encampments and kill certain individuals there. Trainwreck I haven't done yet. It says you make your way to the top of a bridge, find explosives, and blast the arches and take gold from the train and then escape. So you can play with Team AI. You can choose the difficulty anywhere from easy up to very hard. We're going to leave it on normal right now. And I'm going to do Odin's Fall again. I actually was unable to beat this level last time. So the reason I'm not going to do the Search and Destroy mission is mostly because, we'll go ahead and ready up. If you had cards unlocked, you can actually select or choose which challenge cards you want to use or have equipped when you go into whichever mission you decide to do. So the reason I'm not choosing the outdoor mission is it left such a bad taste in my mouth. I've actually done like 3 or 4 recordings now kind of overviewing the game, and they were so negative that I wouldn't want to sit through and listen to all the complaints I was bringing against the game. The game fares a little better in this particular mission, and the main reason is because in a more confined space, the game is more fun. The game is filled, and I mean filled, with glitches and bugs. It's right now, you see that little...
We're not getting in here.
Let me see if I can actually stay hidden. No, they've already spotted me. They could see you through walls very, very easily. The small alerts that you see in the air, which should tell you where the enemy is, are not over tops of them at all. A lot of times they move. We actually lucked out a little bit here. There is a... Oh, no, we did not luck out. So apparently I've got a blast. The gunplay in the game it's okay. It's not great. It's really not great. It's serviceable. The larger the levels are, the more unserviceable it becomes. when you look down sights, everything gets really, really, really blurry. Okay, that's where I'm placing the gas canisters. Let's place one. When you aim down sights and the farther away they are, it gets really blurry. And I'm not talking about normal, like, view distance. I mean blurry, like somebody took Vaseline and rubbed it all over your first-person camera. It's bad. It's really, really bad. And it's frustrating because it feels like... I'm going to really try to stay away from being negative and, you know, as much as possible here. It feels like the people that are working on this game have a lot of heart and a lot of desire, and maybe not the skill. I don't know what the issue is. Maybe they got rushed too quickly, and they're very skilled, but their release schedule was too aggressive. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the game, but it's not ready for release. The best thing they could do is shelve it for another year and keep, not shelve it, I'm sorry, but pull it, you know, from the release schedule for another year. And really, honestly, it'd be better if this thing was running on a different engine completely. It really would. I'm picking up some ammunition. You cannot pick up weapons that the enemies drop, which I understand they want you to unlock weapons, so I'm not... Let's blow these canisters. There we go. By blowing that, we gotta wait, and the guards are gonna come out of this door, so we basically have to hold them off here while we wait for them to exit that. There's a terrible lock-picking game in this. Oh, there he is. The game is kind of dark and murky looking, which I understand it's at night right now, but at all times it looks kind of dark and murky. Here's some cases. I'm gonna grab some stuff. Here's the lock-picking game. That's it. That's all it is. Honestly, they would have been better off with just having, you know, like a timed opening. The way that you get unlocks in the game for your weapons is by getting kills. The game wants you to be accurate and stealthy, but then it throws enemies at you absolutely in a crazy fashion. The game has some identity crisis, is what it really is. It doesn't know if it wants to be sort of like a thinking man's stealth shooter or if it wants to be a balls-to-the-walls action shooter. And really, at this point, I would say they're better off going for the action shooter, cleaning up the shooting in the game where it feels smoother and cleaner. Where am I going? Okay, I'm going up top here. I do like how the levels are quote-unquote randomized, so that whenever you play through, it might be a little bit different each time. Okay, so I gotta get over there now. I obviously do not have a sniper rifle here. If you drop down off of any height in the game, you're liable to get very heavily damaged. The game is not kind. That was totally an accident, and actually I don't know how... Normally if I dropped off of any surface or any height, I take way more damage than I should, so I don't know if it's because I was just pressing against the surface of the wall on my way down, or if there was some boxes there that cushioned my fall, but trust me, that was the exception to the rule. Not that I'm complaining. Voice acting in the game is good. They've got John Cleese in the movies. The game uses real real-time action sequences, so real human actors. Oh man, I don't know how to get... The stream of enemies is incessant. It is never ending. They need to give you more ammunition because most of the game is spent running around trying to get more ammunition. Enemies are bullet sponges, and I mean bullet sponges. They take so much damage. Headshots help, but aren't even necessarily one-hit kills. Okay, there's another machine gun nest up there. One of the issues I have with the game is, especially in the outdoor levels, when you are trying to traverse the terrain, the game is really bad about having some sections traversable and then the next section it's not traversable. So it's very confusing, and you end up spending more time focusing on... See, I just took a ton of damage just from that little drop. And that's what I mean. In some ways, the game's like, nope, we want the realism factor. We want this game to be, you know, realistic. And then you've got enemies that will spawn on top of your head. And I don't mean that figuratively. I do mean that literally. They will just spawn in right on top of you, which totally breaks immersion, and obviously it's not realistic. And the number of enemies is just absurd sometimes. Sometimes you'll find a crowbar in the levels. It behooves you to pick up the crowbar if you see it, because some of the chests in the levels can only be opened with said crowbar. Grenades you can only carry 3. Grenades are awesome. They do a ton of damage. They spread out well. I am very confused right now as to how I'm supposed to get into this area. See, the first time I played it, this bunker here, you put the gas cans up there. There was a door right here. When you blew the gas cans, it opened this door, and that led you back into that area. So I don't know if I'm missing something, and there is like some sort of a or not a tripwire, but a zip line, or I'm looking. I don't see anything here that would indicate I might be missing something. I wonder if it's that pipe there. It is the pipe. Okay. Oops. A little too soon there. Grab that health. Let's reload. There is no crouch. Oh, I apologize. There is a crouch. I'm gonna drop this sack of dynamite. I know I'm getting shot. Okay. The AI does a fine job. They're help to soak up some of the damage. Everything is timed, so you just have to kind of sit here and twiddle your thumbs, just waiting. Where's that? There he is. Right now I'm kind of just looking around to see if there's anything worth nabbing. The game is on the simplistic side, and honestly, they need to do some more. I know it's the beta, but this game is supposed to come out in like 20 days. So it's not like this is the closed beta or the alpha where, you know, we're going to get a huge difference from now to what is actually going to come out. More than likely, we're going to see a little bit more polish put on the game, and it's going to release, and that's not good. That's not what they want to do, whether they know it or not. And I'm sure that they do. It's discouraging, I'm sure, on their part, and it's discouraging on ours as the consumer's part, because we want to see them succeed because we want to play a good game. They want to succeed because they want a good payday. No pun intended. And when you can't have one without the other, unfortunately. You have to have a good game for it to sell well and to make money. And I think that this game is going to get a lot of negative press and reviews. And so there's 3 of these valves. We need to go through. We need to open them up so that they overload the system, and then we're going to sit here and hold off the onslaught of enemies. I'm going to open these up now so that I can refill as needed. Here you go. You need a crowbar for the metal. I'm actually going to hop on this LMG. And even this at times seems glitched. I saw that. There we go. There's an enemy. Sometimes it seems like what should trigger certain events, the trigger doesn't work properly. We got my teammate there on the left. Hopefully we can... And what you want to do is keep these soldiers from getting to the valves that we just opened up, because if you don't, they will turn the valves, and I cannot turn my LMG any further to the left, unfortunately. But they'll turn off the valve and let the pressure out, and then you got to start all over again. So we got 2 seconds left on this valve, and we're done. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to reload here. I'm going to slink down this hallway, grab what I can, and then we'll light these guys up. And I understand that I'm playing sloppy and that you could really take your time and make this a challenge, you know, bump up the difficulty and all of that. I get it. I understand. I'm doing a quick run through here so you guys get an idea. I am certain that you could do a much better job than I am. And, you know, if I end up playing this game a lot, then I would play it a lot less like, a lot less like Wolfenstein and a lot more as a tactical shooter. So, mow these guys down. The enemy AI is woefully lacking. They throw large numbers. There's things like this all the time. I can shoot out there. I cannot leave. You will see this in the game a lot. That, I don't even understand the point of it. All you have to do is just close the door, you know, and it helps to keep the immersion level up. I don't understand the point at all of having a door open that you can't walk through. Okay. Looking for the valve. I don't know. Is it on the lower level? Yeah, that shouldn't do damage to me just because I do a teeny little drop. Did we... Man, I must be disoriented. I'm usually pretty... Oh, you have to destroy... Yeah, I forgot about that. They want you to destroy the the valves when you're finished. Sure, why not? We're going to come over here. We're going to hit this valve next. We are going to absolutely get swarmed by enemies that are going to come through this doorway. In fact, I'll show you the grenades just because they are a lot of fun. I need you to come inside, please. Inside, please. I think I'm frustrated too because I am such a big fan of Payday 2, and there is going to be the absolutely unavoidable comparisons. And this, you know, I think everybody was hoping that the next Payday would be a new engine, you know, cleaned up quite a bit, and that it was going to give us the opportunity to just... Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted here. I'm getting riddled with gunfire. Okay. So let's go ahead and destroy the valve. Reload here. Pick up what I can. I'm actually going to dart down the steps here. And I know that... where did it go? It's a little further than I wanted to go. Back here. I was going to say there's a few more chests back here so I can fill everything up. Because in a moment's time, we're going to be facing off against... Okay, grenades. Everything's full. Very good. Pistols in this game are horrendous, and I mean terrible. I dread when I'm down to just using my pistol. When it gets to that point, I would almost rather, and a lot of times will, just bash people with the butt of my rifle. The pistols are that bad. So the AI is just sitting here, just waiting. You gotta go higher. Another door that I can't go through. There's the stairs.
Follow my lead. Hey, I see one of the valves over here.
Okay, let's get the last valve opened up. Reload our weapons. Won't be able to go through that door. Nope. I'm actually going to hop on the LMG here. My teammates are in the way. Thankfully, I can shoot right through them. Oh wow, there's people up here. So I gotta reopen the gas valve. Yay. If you're wondering why I'm hip firing so much, one of the unlocks for this weapon needs to be unlocked, getting a certain number of hip fire kills. Okey-doke. Pick up all this stuff down here. 4 seconds left. Let's go ahead and unlock this crate. Shoot that guy and that guy. And let's grab ammunition. Health. They want me to break off the valve. It's fine. Now, this is where I died last time. When I went outside here... There you go, team. Let me take care of that for you. There is some... You'll see. Oh, no, you'll see already. That guy right there. This flamethrower guy just wrecked face. I'm already down. And... my team will try to res me, but this guy's so freaking... Let me see if I can get out of here. Alright. So yeah, the flamethrower guy killed me last time, and he wiped my whole team. So it's good. I mean, I'm not opposed to having a challenge. I don't want a cakewalk. Everybody knows Payday 2 is a challenging game, especially if you're trying to play it solo. So that's not a complaint or an issue. That's actually the least of my concerns, is that the game threw something challenging at me and it beat me. That's fine. You have special ability. About to die here again. My special ability is actually supposed to make it where I don't have to reload. That seems to be broken. You guys get to see the pistol in all of its glory. I've never used it, but I had to reload it right out of the gate. Do I have any more grenades? I do not. The accuracy on the pistol is horrendous. The damage on the pistol is horrendous. Pistol just sucks. So I'm supposed to be finding some AA shells. Out of ammo. Punch. Let's go ahead and pick up everything we can find here. Get out my main weapon here and reload it. Let's pick up everything we can. There's the crowbar. We're, I think, most of the way through the level, and we finally found the crowbar. We are going to reload with everything we've got. Okay, so it looks like... Are the shells over here? Okay.
The big floaty thing above us. Use an AA gun and shoot it.
Never-ending stream of guys. Didn't get this far before, so I'm not too sure exactly. How far can I throw? Not far enough. Okay. I mean, it's an AA shell. I get it. It's fine. Oh, I gotta load those ones up over there too, huh? Load down these troglodytes. Grab that. Let's grab some more. I cannot run while holding this. Use my war cry here. Shoot you. Shoot you. Shoot you. Shoot you.
First come, first serve.
Okay. Make sure I keep my ammo topped up as much as I can.
Can't see it. Look out.
Okay, so I probably could have done this a little differently. In fact, I'm already seeing that I've made a grievous error because there's something specific I'm supposed to be aiming for.
Gonna get Jeep driver's ass on this. The big floaty thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of an idiot. No, it's alright.
And shoot it. Gonna get Jeep driver's ass on this.
Let's go ahead and grab one more shell here. So you only need 3 shells. So if you were playing with real people, you know, this would be a lot easier. Everybody grabs a shell. It's the same thing as Payday.
Not doing so good over here.
Everybody grabs a shell. Who is shooting me? Can you guys please take him out?
Trying to own it, you know. Big balloon above us.
Let's take out this last. Okay. Again, not to be mean, but that's like really unimpressive. The animations are not very good. The reload is constantly interrupted. Anything you do will interrupt the reload.
Don't come apart now. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Give it to him, buddy. That's some good
Okay,
stuff.
grab that health.
Come apart now. It's not on me.
Okay, so our health is full.
Send my regards
Let's
to
head
all
up the
the
stairs here. Let's head down the stairs. Want my team take these guys out.
taking fire. If they try to kill you, kill them. Leaving Dora.
Oh, he's right there.
Hey, Max.
Okay. If you miss the lockpick, it does a random little spinny thing. We're using our crowbar here. Make sure we're topped up on everything we can be. Alright. Time for us to get to the extraction point. The reload is so painfully slow, too. Okay, we got some more grenades. Does it tell us where we're supposed to go? Yep, I'm just headed the wrong way merrily. Okay. And of course I'd love to jump, but if I jump, it'll just kill me. The game runs fairly smoothly, all things considered. But then again, it's not very graphically intensive, so I would kind of hope that it would. But it doesn't always work that way with games. Sometimes very simple games run very, very poorly. And of course, they're trying to raise the sense of tension with all of the explosions. We've got more of these guys. And we're just going to get to the truck here. Punch that guy in the face a couple times. And that's it. Mission complete. So, at no point in playing this game have I ever felt like excited. These are the best parts of the game. Right here. Yeah, those little snippets are the best parts of the game. They've got John Cleese. John Cleese is pretty awesome. You can find dog tags on some of the soldiers in the game. The dog tags are so small and so hard to make out with all of the soldiers running around. Good luck noticing the dog tags on the ground. I got some XP. Yay. And then they drop you back at your home base. That's pretty much it. It's a crappy Payday 2. I want to like this game, I do. I love first-person shooters. I love waves of enemies. I like objective-based gameplay. I love unlocking things like new weapons, new parts to weapons, uniforms, things like that. All of that I very, very much enjoy. There's a lot of things in this game that make me think that I should be enjoying it. But the moment-to-moment gameplay is not fun. It's not enjoyable. The gunplay's not fun. It feels like a chore. I don't feel like it's precise. And you say, it's World War II, the weapons weren't as... No. I've played some World War II games where the gunplay is invigorating and it's visceral and it feels punchy and weighty. This has none of that. Your guns feel like you're shooting cardboard bullets at enemies. The enemies absorb them like crazy. You soak up bullets like crazy. The game is lacking. It's not ready. I've seen so many glitches in this game. It's unbelievable. I've only played 3 or 4 rounds, and I've seen just way more bugs and glitches than should be in a game that's ready to release in like 21 days, 3 weeks. So at this point, I would say when this comes out, wait and watch the reviews. Don't just jump on it right away. I want the game to do well, I do, but they really need to put more into it. It's not ready for prime time yet. It's not even close to ready for prime time. If the one thing they take away from this beta is the game's not ready and they pull it and work on it for another year, then this beta was a huge success. If they take all of this and say, oh, so they just want us to add in some paid loot boxes. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully the next game I play, I'll have some more positive things to say about it and a little bit more praise. If you guys want to see me play some more of the beta and you want me to try out some of the other missions and record that, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to try to do that. I wouldn't mind recording, the other 2 missions if it's something that people actually want to see the gameplay of. So thanks again, and have a wonderful day.